A little demonstration. Materializing. So I can have my demon eye turn on and off by a single 12-volt signal. So I can just leave that on. I'm just touching with the wire here. And then this is materialize on running lights turning on. Turn it on. I can change that. Say like shear on. See, I'm just switching this here from whatever I want, right? So then when you running lights turn off, it's not in sequence because I don't have the lights actually in sequence. So this is another option for running lights. Turning on and off. There's quite a few. Materialize, sweep, scan, stair step. I'm not sure what that one is. They've added a few actually recently in the last update. Let's see what this one does. Oh, okay, it does. So I have it broken down in sections, so that's kind of cool. So I can have it turn on in sections. So that's right. So right now I have the brake signal as my demon eye. So if I change my color, oops, if I hit the right one. So now I can actually change the demon eye to whatever I want. Right? That would turn on and off on an individual 12-volt signal. So when my lights come on, it would basically come on, baby. So it would look like that, kind of, right? And then your, say that would be my running lights, and then, or sorry, not my running light, my headlights, and then this would be with the headlight running. I don't have my LEDs very straight. They're kind of crammed in there. Right, so you can change all that, which is kind of cool, right? And then you got turn signals, which is, I believe it's this one. Nope, it's the other one. Not a 12-volt in. Oh, I know what this problem is. So I have to go back to my settings. Now I can choose what part of the strips actually turn on. And I think I'm just going to have that section. So now it should, I'll find the right wire. There you go. Signals into action. And it'll go automatically quickly because that's the way it's just set up right now. So if I go back and change the signal from sequence to whatever, say wave, right? Get the right wire here. And pew, comes back on. I can always, nice thing is, it looks really weird because it's an orange, but what it is because I got the brightness down because of the camera. So now if I actually crank on it, it's much brighter. So that's what it would look like in the car. What else we got here? We got bounce, bubble, roll out. Roll out. Okay. And then sequence. I think I've done sequence before. Yeah, so it fills up and then disappears. Alright. Bubble. I think this is more meant for halos. Oh no, that's right, that's this one. Yeah. Yeah, it's more meant for a halo. But I can tweak it. You can change the infill, the speed, all kinds of crap, man. It's just insane what you can do with this. You notice on my indicator, right? It tells you which the top left there. So I'm touching my left signal. Then you can get into, oh yeah, so basically the brake light, you can have it on strobe or whatever. So say if your actual brakes, so when you touch your brakes in real life, that's what it would do, like kind of like an F1 car. But I would just leave that brake light as my demon light. Basically call that as demon. Here, I'll just demonstrate how freaking bright these will get. It's gonna blur out the camera. There you go. So those are full power. I haven't turned them down just for you. Doesn't get washed out in the camera. So then you get the fancy party mode. So like oops. Not sure if I have it all set up properly yet in the party mode. Don't want that section. Oops. Oh, that's right. It's building it from that way. Yeah, like I said, it's out of sequence. There it goes. Oh, it did start. So it's going to build that one. But I think it's building some that's actually inside. I don't have, again, these, I'm just using one big long strip, so I haven't broke it up properly. Yeah, see, it's doing the demon eye inside section. So if I actually go in and disable that part, I think it's that section. Yeah, it is. So now it's going to work on this section instead. And I can change the directional of that too, which is kind of cool. So if I can see, that's the first strip. So I've changed, I don't know if you can see that, the big main strip, I just changed the direction of which way they pulse. I can also change, let's see here, this is a better example here. We'll go with the popcorn waves. So now you can see. So show mode, you can add so many different colors, whatever you want. I'll just keep it simple for you can follow. Right, you can change the frequency, the movement size. So they're kind of out of whack, right? Because you're supposed to go in here and set up the offset, the direction. Oops. The offset and the direction, right? So I can go down to my halo here and change the direction. So it's actually changing the left one, if you notice it. So now I kind of go in that way. So, and then I go up to my right side. Now I can change the other. So I can have them like that. So that's basically following a trail going up. It should come back down and then go back around. And yeah, you get the idea. That's just one way. Like you can go in here and tweak all the frequency, right? The movement, right? More colors, right? Then it goes right back to that mode. Let's see here. Let's go and pick, let's see, heartbeat. Oh, too many colors here. Red, blue, and green. Green, go. Red, blue, great. Where are we here? Right. Color shifting it. You can slow it down. You change to how much it fades. How slow it fades. Right. Just freaking endless, man. So that's your show mode, and then yeah, back to your running lights. Right, I can just basically turn any of these off. I can make a list of them. I'm not sure you can compose a show now. That's a new thing, so you can switch intervals. So when I'm sitting there, I can switch between different modes, however I want to customize them. Again, that's just, it's pretty much black because it's showing how dark it is. Alright, I can have two different running lights. So say if I had the same section, so if I went and made, let's say, one of these halos here, say we'll make this halo, boom. So basically that is now this color on the parking lights. So you can literally have your red parking lights and your tail lights if you wanted to separately. And then I can change the dimness of that one. Oops, if I click the right one here. Right, have that one brighter, that one even more brighter. Right, it's pretty freaking cool. Oh, I want there you go. So there's, that would be simulating a running light kind of. Again, it's all, oops, put that back at white. It's pretty freaking cool. And then if you wanted to, you can have 4 other switches up to 2 amps, I think per switch. So say if I had multiple controllers, I could send a 12-volt signal to that controller to turn it on and off from this controller. So I could basically, want it for my home screen, I could basically add these to the home screen, and now I can turn that on and off as this is connect 12-volt power, which I don't have connected. Right, I don't have the basically those, you know, you can see 12 volts not connected. Yeah, so it's pretty crazy, man. It's, you know, I think I'm happy with that. Like I said, so the only way for me to turn off the running light or the demon eye would be to basically use the parking brake input as my that, and then everything else would be on that. So it roughly look like that, minus, you know, these being actually covered up with my material that I have. And yeah, I think that's some pretty stoked on that. Like I said, so if I wanted to, I could change that bubble to infill. Let's see if I can change that. Yeah, see, you can change that. And then I can go into, I think that's why, because my directions was off a bit. So, well, maybe not. 1 degree. Oh, that makes a difference. Oops. Get a slip in here. Yeah, see, it's. I think it's not really meant for that. Let's change the speed and field. I think, like I said, I think that one's more. Yeah, I don't like the bubble. I think that's meant for halos, right? So I wanted to, I can go down to my halo, right, and make that as a turn signal too, which is awesome too if I wanted to, right? Here's that example, right? That's what the bubbles should look like. So if I turned this off, right? So now I can make these as turn signals. Again, it's only very bright because I got it way down, right? Let's crank her up. So now you can. Right, that's the bubble. So again, I can go back up here, left side, right side. It's technically how it's supposed to be on your headlight, because this is supposed to run right in sequence. So, right, it's first 74 LEDs, the next 40, the next 16, right, on and on and on and on. So basically, I'm supposed to have this in sequence, so it'd go right, whatever, 60, 70 LEDs. And then it would go into this LED would be 39, and then this would be 36, and then the last one would be my demon eye, right? So that would be the last section of it. Unfortunately, I just Mickey Mouse and how I have it set up. It's not in proper order at all, but you get the idea of it, right? Again, you can. I can make even the right side as a left side signal light. So technically I can make both of these, right? So now I can go in here, change the direction. Oh, that's way off. 23 degrees. No, I'm completely off still. Let's try this. Oh, almost there. Let's try 62. So close. 56 degrees. Oh, it's changing it. Where are we going? Let's go more. There we go. Now we're getting closer. Yeah. Oh, sweet. And see, the thing is too is, even though I have it wired up as is, I can always come into, that's what the power of the freaking app. It's all on this controller and this app, is I can individually change whatever I want on here. So I can make, say, I'm getting tired of this being as my LED signal lights, I can come in here and just basically change these into my signal lights, or vice versa, or I can have one of them do it, or right, like it's pretty freaking cool. Let's see, let's do a wave, and then I'm gonna go back into here. I'll turn this one on as a signal light as well, So now I can go like this, and it should. Oops. It's probably because it's set up too fast. Let's see here. And again, like I said, it's out of sequence, right? Yeah, that's completely out of sequence. Because I basically got the left halo there on the right side of the headlight, and the rest of the stuff's all around the left. So that's a little too fast for that. Let's try bounce. Bouncy, bouncy. No. It's something's not right here. Yeah, it doesn't like it because you got two different. Oops. I'll turn off this one. Let's go like that and see what this looks like here. There's a bounce back. That's fast though. Ooh. And I don't think, again, I think everything's out of whack, right? Because I don't have anything in sequence. It's pretty cool. Like I said, I think I've got everything up. Now I just have to, right? Basically, shut this off here. Dematerialized. Again, it's just, I have to finish cutting the hole out here all the way around, and then make a piece, a backing piece where I can glue this to it, where it sits inside properly, way down in the hole, right? And then over top here is going to be that material I bought to diffuse it. So that will basically be a sheet that runs all the way around there, right? As you can see, that's gonna be a nice big cool strip. And then yeah, I can decide if I want these on or off, these on or off, whatever signals. They can do whatever you want. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with this light yet, because that's technically supposed to be the turn signal. I was thinking about maybe just painting this all black and leaving the chrome ring, and then maybe just make that as tied into my fog lights or something like that, or a high beam light. Just making another LED, so when this LED comes on, this will come on from high beams, and maybe make this more like a fog light style. I've also thought about options of, yeah, that's my ring, of taking this lens out and replacing it with a projector lens. I might look into that. It's got three mounting points, so I gotta see if they match up or anything's out there that would work like that. And then maybe have dual projectors, one for low beam and one for high beam, or leave it there. We'll see what my options are. And then yeah, then the last step would be to paint this black. I'm still deciding about, I might paint that black first, and then if not, or sorry, blue first. And if I don't like the blue, it's the same color as my truck, with this black and then the chrome rings, I'll just paint this black and black it all out except for the chromes, these 3 chrome rings. And this will, yeah, you won't see because I'll be painted that black as well. And yeah, I know this is a long video, but that's the best how I can describe it, right? You know, we said you got positive ground, and then you got your basically your 4 wires running in, right? So these 2 are your turn signals. One is for your park and brake, and one is technically called the, oh, well, unfortunately I plugged it. It's brake light slash slow or show light. So instead of a demon light, I can actually have that wire connected to another 12-volt input. So when I turn on like a toggle switch, I could turn the show mode on and off. But I think that's kind of pointless because you can just literally come in, hit the home button on the app, and turn the show mode on if you're parked somewhere, you know, car show or whatever. So I see no purpose of having that, as that's why I'm going to go that route for the brake light. So yeah, man. Sorry it's a long ass video, but I think get the gist of it. This is the best way I can describe it without showing you in person. Like I said, there's so much customization with this app. It's just insane. And that's just the one controller doing everything. I can my next project, once I get this one done, will be the taillights. And there's a board. I was showing that, you know, I think I showed you a long time ago. There was that video with the arrow, and I can make the tail light basically have run LED. Like, so basically I can have 28 individual LEDs on a circuit board running to like one of these boards, and I can tell it, program it to do whatever I want. So I can have it like fade across, or I can have it make it look like Pac-Man's falling and chewing something. You know, all kinds of crazy stuff, whatever, you know, you can do with the programming on that end for the taillights, or make it have it look like I have a turn signal kind of going up and around, right? I'll send you a picture of what I was thinking about that. But I think it's going to turn out pretty good. Like I said, it's going to come down to the painting and all that stuff, and a little bit of modification to the rest of the headlight. And yeah, I'm still going to tighten, you know, sand down, make sure these fit in nicely. I'm going to decide how I'm going to mount it with glue, or a little bit of crazy glue, or something to keep those in place where they don't pop out. I don't know. I'm not sure yet exactly. We'll see how tight they fit, right? Because right now these rings fit in there pretty good, so they go in there nicely. But these are tight, so I gotta sand the edge a little bit just for they to sit in there just a little bit better. As you can see, it's just a little snug. So that's nothing. That's minor. And then yeah, there's some pretty snazzy lights, one of a kind lights, I guess I would have to say. That's about it. That's a wrap, man.